I am ZSW and welcome to ZSW TV. If the word Zephyr means the soft gentle breeze, then the class Zephyr is like a feather floating in said breeze. They stay in the air and just never come down, although they're much more deadly than that. Compared to the other classes, it's kind of hard to describe the Zephyr's viable combo because they actually have multiple viable combos. However, what every combo have in common is that they would freeze and then do cold blow. So with this video, I will instead focus on ways you can begin your combo. For that, we're going to need Dash, Traceless, Shield Shatter, Ice Chaos, Leg Sweep, and of course, Cold Blow. Let's start with Traceless. This skill is possibly the simplest acupuncture skill in the game. It's a ranged skill that automatically teleports you to your opponent and acupunctures them from behind. Leg Sweep is a pretty standard hard knock prone. However, it doesn't last long enough for you to do Cold Blow, and that's where Ice Chaos comes in. Zephyr has this very unique status effect that freezes your opponent, and this is probably the closest you'll get to a stun in this game. So now we just have to combine these three skills together and we get our first combo. Traceless, into Leg Sweep, into Ice Chaos, into Cold Blow. Next, you have Shield Shatter, which for all intent and purposes is unblockable. It block breaks your opponent if they block it, and it dazes your opponent if they don't block it, forcing them to dodge. The daze effect is pretty short, but luckily it's just enough for you to chain Ice Chaos. So your second combo will be to do Shield Shatter into Ice Chaos into Cold Blow. And of course, saving the best for last, we have the infamous Dash. This skill can be used from the air multiple times in a row. Any single hit will daze your opponent, and it can be cancelled without going to cooldown, so this gives you extremely good mobility in the air. Using this skill in a combo, however, is pretty simple. You just replace Traceless and do Dash into Leg Sweep, into Ice Chaos, into Cold Blow. Now, as you may have heard, Zephyrs can sometimes kill in one combo from sheer damage alone, and these three combos I've just shown you, they don't seem to do that. That's because these are the shorter combos out there. The ability for Zephyrs to kill people in one combo is only possible with their longer combos, and there are several variations of the long combos as well. So I will show you the long combos in a later video, but for now let's take a look at the common skill choices. While some players do opt to take all 6 skills that I named above, others do choose to drop a few of those in favor of more utility. Willow Walker is another infamous one. This skill will follow and attack your opponent while you stay in the air, giving you a good 5 seconds of immunity against any skill that isn't anti-air. Additionally, you don't have to do all 5 hits either. Just randomly cancel in the middle with a skill like Dash and make it even harder on your opponent to block. Ignite is an option too. It's a grab with decent speed, and you can combo Ice Chaos off of it. But the downside is your opponent can get away by recovering pretty easily, and there aren't really any known method of preventing your opponent from recovering from this. Another option is Frigate Trap. This skill has the same effect as Ice Chaos, but it has a large AoE effect, and it's slower. This skill can replace Ice Chaos after Leg Sweep, but the main purpose is to allow Zephyrs to pull off the longer versions of their combos. Absolute is another skill that is used mainly for pulling off their longer combos. So unfortunately, it doesn't really have too much use outside of combos due to having a long charge time and a small area of effect. Finally, Fearless is a skill that has the utility of disabling your opponent and teleporting you away in the other direction. Now, there are other options such as Ice Shield and Desert Storm, but they don't really get used that much, so I can't really comment on that. But with that said, this concludes Zephyr's skill choices. There are some concepts that I haven't talked about yet, and I will be getting to them very shortly. I apologize for the time that it's taking between videos, but I have been a bit busier than usual lately, so please stay tuned and I will be talking about the new concepts in due time. And if you like this video, then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.